Beloved in Christ, greetings from the Franciscan Valley of Prayer and Silence. And may the Lord fill your minds and your heart with His peace. Today is the Wednesday of the 6th week of Easter, and as usual, I've come your way with the daily reflections. We are reflecting today on the first reading from Acts of the Apostles, chapter 17, verses 15. We continue from the verse 22, we read through to chapter 18, verses 1. We are reflecting on the theme, redirecting our passion. We hear today of the missionary journey of Paul, Silas, and Timothy in Athens, a mission which involves helping the people of Athens to discover a treasure they have dedicated so much time, passion, energy, and love for, yet have not discovered it. Beloved, to most of us, not getting results does not mean we are not working. It doesn't mean we are not dedicated to that which we do. It doesn't mean we have no passion, and it doesn't mean we attach no love to that which we do. In fact, we have all these and even more. The only problem is that all this dedication, passion, and love is towards the wrong person for the wrong cause. That was the problem of the Athenians. Athens was known as the center of culture and education. It was a state people referred to them as intellectuals because there were a lot of philosophers and poets. In fact, in our present day, we still study the works of Socrates, Aristotle, Plato, Epicurus, and the likes. Highly civilized, a city which prided itself of so many things except one: there was no light. In all their civilization, they lived in darkness. They have created for themselves a false light. So Paul, Silas, and Timothy today tries to provide them with light. The only thing they needed, the one true God. Athens was a city of cultured paganism, nourished by idolatry. There were so many deities for one to choose from. In fact, Greek myth speaks of gods and goddesses. So although they had great culture and people were learned, they didn't know the one true God. Athenians were dedicated people, such that when they set their minds on something, they had to bring it to a completion successfully, and they do that flawlessly. Paul today seeks to channel that energy and redirect that passion to the one true God, Yahweh. Paul was initially preaching to the people of Agora before the council of Areopagus summoned him. Beloved, it wasn't a trial. The council of Areopagus was responsible to watch over both the religion and the educational system in the city. So they invited Paul to listen to him in order to investigate the new doctrine he was teaching. Paul begins by acknowledging their religiosity, which was indeed true. In fact, they were so religious that in order not to neglect any beneficent deity, they dedicated an altar to an unknown God. So it shows how passionate they were about their religion. Only it was towards the wrong deity and for the wrong cause. How could they worship him whom they do not know? And how could he who is unknown help them? Even with their known deities, they were far from them minding their own business, per their own myth and teachings. So how could they help them? Serving God should be a relationship. One whom we know and who in turn know us, can dwell with us like Jesus Christ did and later point us to the Father. So Paul begins to reveal this amazing God to them. He describes God in 4 ways. 1, that he is a creator, one who created the heavens and the earth, and that he knows all his creation. In fact, beloved, God created us and then he knows us. So whatever that we are passing through, whatever that needs fixing in our lives, because he created us, he is the one to fix it. Not the numerous deities of the Greeks with each guiding a particular field or area. 2, that God is a provider and that all that we see and enjoy is through his generosity. Beloved, God has just begun with you because he's a provider. He knows your needs and he knows whatever that you are going through, and that at the appropriate time he will provide for you by smiling unto you. 3, he is a ruler. Unlike the gods of the Greeks with no concern for men, Yahweh is a God of history. He has lived among his people, served them and guided them and still guides them. 4, that God is a God of mercy. Paul will say that he withheld his wrath for years from us, not because men were not guilty, but because mercy is his name. You can compare this from the verse 30 to 34. Paul was winning them until the issue of resurrection came in. For the Greeks, the body is a prison, so the sooner a person leaves the body, that is by dying, the happier he will be. So why raise a dead body and live in it again? And why will God bother with a personal judgment of each man to come so low to the affairs of men? Such is our God, a God of love who cares for his people. This teaching of Paul was incompatible with Greek philosophy, because although they believe in immortality, they didn't believe in the resurrection. With this mindset, Paul only needed to redirect their passion, because the portals for service has been established already, and the willingness and dedication was there. Only they had to be presented to this one true God, whom they don't know, who although has been watching over them, yet they think he is far. Although one group ridiculed Paul and others believed, but the fact that he wasn't chased means he lingered around for a while to touch the heart of many. Beloved, are you investing time, energy, passion and dedication into that which cannot offer anything good? Have you put all your hopes into something, yet the result isn't forthcoming? I present to you this day a man who is living among us, who has touched us and who died for us. God our Savior. Just transfer that dedication to him. Rechannel your energy to him, and he will never disappoint you. Once again, greetings from the Valley of Prayer and Silence, and have a spirit-filled day favored of Yahweh.